messed up with that last. I got a cheap pack. Doing this. Flying out. Look at this thing. I love this. Holy smokes, brain fart. Yes. I just want to paint. Hi. All right, we are going to Dick Blick today. Well, first we're going grocery shopping because, you know, but yeah, we're gonna go pick up something very cheap and small. Well, not small, cheap and not like, I mean, not very expensive. I'm making sketchbooks and I bought some awesome paper, but I forgot to grab like cardboard, like a thin cardboard backer. That will be my cover. So I'm gonna go get that and yeah, we get to go. You see it, my nose? So I tried doing a dash cam and it just flippity flopped all over. Plus, I don't know the legality of that. I don't want to be caught taking these dumb videos in my car and I get a ticket for it. So I took it down anyway. I'm sure this is just as illegal though. Hopefully it's not, I don't know. I'm just talking to my phone. Well, we're on our way to go grocery shopping at Aldi and then we're gonna go to Dick Blick art store. Here we go. It's 40 degrees in Minnesota. You can hear my little boy back there. He's coming with. I always think I'm gonna spend like just a little bit of time at Dick Blick and that ends up being like, oh, I just need to check this one more thing out. Oh wait, I need to see this thing here. Oh wait, what's that? And like, it is such a candy store for artists. I love going to the art store. Yeah, so gonna go there. Ta-ta for now. Can't wait. There it is. I can't wait. I'm gonna go get some cool stuff. Say woohoo! All right, so they got stuff called chipboard. It comes in all sorts of sizes and thicknesses. Well, 2 different sizes and thicknesses. I'm getting a couple large. These are pretty big. I mean, I'm like kneeling down, so they're fairly large. One is pretty thin. We'll see if I use it, I don't know. The thick one for sure. All right, we just got done shopping at Dick Blick and I got more than I was planning on getting. I was gonna just get this like cardboard stuff, but I got a really nice thing of paint, white paint, and I want to test how good the Blick artist quality white is, see if it's a really good value or not. It was 60% off, so got a good deal on it. And what else did I get? I'll show you later. Anyway, excited. Now we're gonna get some lunch at Chick-fil-A and then we'll go home. Hi everyone. All right. I went to, there you are, camera. Went to Dick Blick. I'm gonna show you what I got. I'm super noisy. All right, you saw some of it. I got rounds. Let me show you what I got here. These are my brushes, right here. Got this cool little brush holder. Where are my rounds? I have very few rounds. Yeah, like I don't even, where are they? Oh, I've been using one. There we go. I don't have very many. I have this Blick Scholastic bristle, which has been very nice. Come on. I don't know if it's working, but it's nice and springy. It's a good size. What is the size? This is an 8. This is my old one. You see how worn down that is? It's pretty worn down. I mean, it's just, this was also, no, this was a 4. So it's weird. Rounds are strange. Depending on the company, an 8 might be a 4 in another company. I mean, it's like that different, but This was this size before. This was Master's Touch, which is Hobby Lobby's brand. And it wore down. Gesso has like grit in it, and so it just wears away your bristles. So I got a cheap pack. I've wanted to try this for a long time. I love that there are huge bristles in there, or huge brushes in there. I can't wait to try them out. So I'm gonna open them up. I'm fully aware that these are the cheap ones. I'm fully aware that they might be disappointing, but no, these feel great. Yeah, do they got like little hairs kind of dancing around a little bit? Yeah, that's okay. I expect that. Actually, the handles feel really great. And you can see hairs are kind of flying out right now. There's a lot of, they're stiffer than I thought, which is perfect. I want them stiff. They could be stiffer. They're not the most stiff. So here's like a Rosemary & Co brush. Really, really nice brush. There's a 10 Bravura? I don't know how you say it. Anyway, it's a nice, big, beautiful brush. Slightly stiffer than this, but I think this will be nice. And I'm already gonna wear away all those bristles. I mean, they just wear away on the outside anyway, so I don't care that it's big and fat on the tip, because that's gonna wear away. It's gonna have a nice, sorry, there we go. It's gonna have a nice mark, I think. And I got a lot of them, and it was like $8 or $9 for all these brushes. I'm excited to try them out. Should be really nice. I mean, it comes with 10, 11, 12. What is this, an 8? I mean, it must just go up the numbers. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'll probably be using that, like this 9 here and this 8 a lot. I didn't know I should get these until I painted with rounds a lot. I don't have any paintings here. I'll try and pull one up, but the rounds, there's something about painting with a round that is, it's just really nice. It leaves a really nice brush stroke. I used to hate rounds because I saw everyone using flats. So they'd be using these flats, and flats are great, don't get me wrong. I love flats. But there's just, I don't know, I was scared to try rounds, or I thought, when I was first starting, I was like, everyone uses flats, I'm just gonna use flats. But I'm loving rounds, and I can't wait to just like squash these bristles all over the place. It'll be great. There's something that's really freeing about buying cheaper art supplies that you don't care how well they do so much, because I'm confident in who I am as an artist and what I'm going for. I no longer need like the security that I needed before with like a flat bristle. Now that I've been painting for a while, I'm excited to try these. These are gonna be awesome. And it came with a ton of them. I'm not sure I'll ever use these tiny ones. Yeah, these little pipsqueaks, unless I'm painting really small maybe, but probably won't use them too much. But these bigger ones, what number is this? Like a 5 and up. Here's a 5. What is this? Here's a 5, sorry. This is a 6. So 5, 6. Yeah, these should be great. Really excited. Sweet. That was a good deal. I opened them up. I wasn't sure about the whole blister pack thing. Is this Blick Scholastic nicer? Yeah, just a little tiny bit. Like maybe not even, I don't know. Like this Hobby Lobby one, maybe not. These were pointed rounds, that's another difference. They point, the more expensive ones, they have pointed rounds, but the point disappears so fast. I mean, it's gone within a painting, that I don't care that these don't have points. I don't care that this is gonna leave a huge mark. I'm excited. What else is in my goodie bag? I got my standard colors. These were all like 60% off. They have a sweet clearance, not clearance, but a Christmas sale going on right now. Ultramarine blue, I go through a lot of this. Sometimes I use this as like a shadow black, just by itself. I love that. It makes those shadows pop. So I love just using ultramarine in shadows, but I use this in everything. I mean, I mix it into reds to make like a dull purple, or even black if I had enough red to it. Obviously green with my yellow, or all 3 primaries for a nice, super dark, blackish color. This is Utrecht, their CAD red hue. 200 mils, that's really important to me because I paint, why won't it show? It's down here somewhere, 200 mils, 6.75 ounces. I mean, there's a lot of paint in here. I don't have to worry about squeezing out just these little tiny bits. I will easily go through an entire, you know, like a little tube of paint, not in red, but in blue, absolutely. When I'm painting, and I don't want to, like in like one large painting, it's gone. I want the freedom to feel like I can use a lot of paint, not worry. And it's fine, it's great. I love that they add filler, I don't care. It works for me because it makes it cheap and easy for me to purchase these. Especially now when I'm still really pretty new to painting. If you didn't know, I've been a potter for like 15 plus years professionally. I worked at Deneen Pottery, which is like a production pottery place, for a couple years. I mean, I probably had 20,000 pots, maybe even more, 50,000 pots go through my fingers. Anyway, transitioned to painting and been loving it, but I don't even know why I was telling you that. Brain fart. But anyway, there's a little bit of my past history. So I've been an artist for a long time, just not a painting artist. Cad Yellow Hue, it's another good one by Utrecht. Again, 200 mils. It's not cadmium yellow, it's Arlide yellow, which is great. And some titanium white to make it a little bit more opaque, I assume. Good paint. They're titanium white. Utrecht titanium white. So I got those. That's like, this is my palette. This is what I use. The ultramarine, the cad red hue, cad yellow hue, usually cad yellow light or something that looks like a cad yellow light. I don't like the darker yellows. And then titanium white. I don't care if it's zinc. I don't care if it's titanium. I really don't. I think it's fine. Will it yellow? Yeah, maybe. Oh well. I mean, things yellow over time. That's how life works, right? Things break down. Paintings don't last forever. And if you get famous, let the curators and whatnot figure out how to save your work. And I mean, look at Jackson Pollock's stuff. He used house paint. Probably crappy stuff too. His stuff is falling apart, but it still sells. There's just so much worry about longevity and preciousness, and I'm done with that. I don't want to be precious about it all. I don't want to worry about longevity stuff. I just want to paint, and I don't want anything to hold me back. That's why I buy these. All that said, I did really want to try, because I was having some questions about the white that I've been using, and I just want to try a really nice white. I'll leave a bunch of links too for all these products, and you can just help support me. I don't even know, what do I make? I make very little, and it doesn't cost you anything extra to use the links, by the way, below the video, but you can use those links and go get these products yourself. Try them out. So I got their Artist's Oil Titanium White, and I just want to try it out. I want to see what the difference is between what I've been getting. This is like a studio series, and this is an artist one. How much more product is in there? Is it worth it? This was, I think, 20 bucks, and this was only like $10 or $11. So same amount of paint. This one supposedly has a lot more filler. Is it worth twice the cost? We'll see. Depends on how you paint. Depends on how I paint. And then I picked up an Indian red. I actually really want to make this because I have a lot of Spanish red iron oxide as a potter. I've just got a bunch of it, and I have linseed oil. I could mix up my own paint. I've done this before with charcoal, and it was really hard to get it fine enough to make a paint out of it, a good one. So I wonder if I'd hit that same issue, but I just want to try it. I end up mixing up these earthy reds all the time. In fact, I end up using, I don't use cad red right out of the tube hardly at all, unless I'm kind of going like a Fauvist style. I got this Indian red, and I hope I really like it. I hope it's more vibrant than I imagine, because right now this kind of just looks like maybe like mud or like a light brown, but it is a red color. I don't know if you can tell the difference there. It is a red color, and this will help me. It will help me figure out if I need to get a tube of this, a big one, instead of using so much cad red. Then I can figure out like, yeah, I want, because I mix it for like rocks. I make purples, but they're dull purples. I make shadowy colors with it. It makes it, like, I imagine this makes like a really good warm shadow, something like that. So be interesting. Almost done. This is the last thing I got. Look at this thing. I love this. Lyra graphite. It is a big sucker. Look at that thing. Looks like a big crayon. This makes me excited because I feel like I can go bonkers just doing this. This was like, I don't know, $1.50 or something. Awesome. Can't wait to try this out. I got a softer one, not the softest. I got 6B. Come on now, 6B. Probably gonna come backwards, but yeah, we'll have to try it out later. That's all that's in here. But I've got more, and I'm really excited because this was the surprise I was gonna tell you about. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. It is a giant piece of chipboard. 28 by 44. This is a 14 ply, so this is a little bit thinner. I got two. And then this one is chipboard 30 ply. So here's the difference in thicknesses. One is like, I don't know, like a pastry box. And this one is almost an 1/8 inch thick, probably like 3/32. And I'm gonna use that. And this stuff here, this was recommended by Sandi Hester. It says, it's upside down, but it says white sulfite drawing paper. It's 100 sheets. And I'm gonna make a huge sketchbook with this. Huge, so these are gonna be folded in half basically. And I can't wait. And this is gonna be the cover for the sketchbook. So I'm gonna make a humongous sketchbook. Never had such a big sketchbook before. What is this? 18 by 24, so it's gonna be 12 by 18 sketchbook. So right here, folded in half. And that's what I'm gonna show you today, how to do. Sketchbook making is fun. Can't wait to show you. Look at this paper, I'm so excited. Oh, that's nice. It's thicker than I thought it was gonna be. Cool. It's not thick, but it's not thin either. So I'm going to fold these. I gotta figure out how many I want. I'm gonna make something called a signature, which is where you have a bunch of folded pieces of paper like this. You fold them all in half and it becomes a signature. And then you tie each signature into each other to make a book. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, but I gotta figure out how many I want. Let's start folding. I've got this cool little paint knife by Rosemary & Co. Nice bendy tool, but I'm actually gonna use this end just for, I don't have a bone folder, so I'm gonna fold with this guy. I used to do a lot of origami as a kid. And now it's paying off in spades. All right, maybe it's not paying off in spades. It's like just thick enough to be a little bit tricky to fold. There we go. All right, so when I open up this sketchbook, oh, this is gonna be really tall. Do I want it this tall? I'm gonna go fit it in my backpack. This is my trusty old backpack that I use for plein air painting. So I have like garbage bags, hand warmers. I've got, sunscreen. It's not packed right now. My kids are calling for me. Okay, I'm back. I got kids, that's just how it goes. Will this fit into my backpack? Because I do want to be able to at least try to stick it in a bag. It looks like it will, yeah. At least the width will. If it hangs out the top, I think I'm okay with that. I mean, I guess it'll be a good experiment. It's gonna be a huge sketchbook. Oh my gosh. I guess I could always carry it under my arm. Would it be better to have that? No, I want all the space. I also don't like to waste. All right, we'll keep folding.
Got this cool table, but it's got lots of gaps in it, as you can see here, and it is not easy to fold on, so.
So why am I making a sketchbook when you can just buy one? Well, guys, I'm a maker. And I don't like spending a lot of money. A 100 pages of this paper was like 20 bucks. The board that I showed you earlier was $5 for a big sheet, for the thick sheet, and then maybe $2 for the thin sheet. And that can make multiple ones, so. gonna put this register together. I think it's called a register. So you take your sheet. I know these are so big. I mean, look at how big this paper is. It's like hard to even show you the whole thing. So you just end up sticking these inside, and 3, 4 sheets is like an 8-page sketchbook. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll end up popping holes in here all along the seam. You'll have a bunch of these like mini booklets lined up, and you draw like pencil lines where you want the holes, and then you sew them all together to make a book. And it's nice because it will lay flat, and so you can make big works on pages like that. And this won't cost very much to make a bunch of these if I want. I learned this technique doing a lot of origami as a kid. If you like get one corner, you pinch it really hard, like right in the corner, and then you get the other corner and you pinch it, and then you just kind of like double check your pinch, and then the corners are nice and lined up. Does that work? Yeah, that worked. That worked nice. My technique here is changing. This is working much better. Oh yeah, that was a beautiful hole right there. Okay, I gotta do that on all of them. That was much better. Did you see that one? That was the best one. Okay, I got five of these bad boys done. So this is a 50-page sketchbook. It does condense down to, I don't know what that is, maybe ½ an inch. I was tempted to do one more, but I thought, you know, it's not heavy yet, but what if I want to finish this and try a new size or something like that? So I still have, I used 25 sheets of paper, which makes 50 pages of sketchbook, including like this front one here and the back one. So I'm gonna stop there. All right, so now I gotta figure out the cover. Cool. All right, pardon me while my laundry's going, but I'm gonna try and make some paper size. This is what I got. This one is polycrylic clear satin mixed with Mod Podge and paint and water. So I'm just gonna try glue and paint, and we're gonna see how that does. We're gonna try it out. This is like even the washable, just regular school glue. It's just silly that it's coming out of this little nozzle, but you can see how much is in there. It's like 2 tablespoons maybe. It's a pretty good yes. And paint. I'm using this unbleached titanium. I might add a touch of brown to it also. I never liked this color. Oops. So I'm just like squirting, I don't know, maybe a tablespoon of paint in there. And just a touch of burnt umber. There we go, like a dollop is what I meant to say. I'm gonna mix it around, add water. How much water? I don't know, tablespoon. I'll probably add more. It should be kind of watery. All right, I'm gonna use a brush to mix it more and I'll get back to you. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna paint all that size, that homemade size, onto these sheets, and it's a lot of work and I'm not sure I'm ever gonna do it again. It's really easy though. You paint it on thin and it should be kind of slippery and easily spreadable. And I used a chip brush and just spread it all over the place. Your paper will curl a little bit at the edges and it's a huge hot mess and it takes forever. I did it because Sandi Hester does it on her sketchbooks and really likes it, so I thought I'd try it out. But I'm not sure I'm going to be using acrylics and stuff in these sketchbooks, mostly maybe oil pastels or I don't know, who knows. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll love it. I'll get back to you on that. But that's so that the paper doesn't buckle when you add all those water-based products to your paper. But it also makes for a more quality feeling sheet, so maybe you want that. Maybe that's important to you. I actually made 2 sketchbooks because I was so questioning all the work I did with the first one, and it made it feel a little precious to me. So I just thought, let's do another one where I don't have to feel so precious about what I put in it. So I just used regular paper and made a second sketchbook of the same size. And I've started using that one already, and it's great. It is humongous, but it's great and a lot of fun. Okay, so I have my binding stuff ready to go. I have a measuring thing. If you can see these little black marks. I'll pop holes through these with an awl. It's a very sharp tool. I might have to use a hammer and nail, we'll see. And I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll see, that might drive me nuts. But we're gonna do 9 holes. We're gonna be binding probably for a while. Okay, I'm currently editing my video and the binding didn't take very long. Actually, I ended up making a second sketchbook and it only took, it still took like a couple hours, but that was it, like including starting by folding the paper and then all the way through binding and completion, even with the covers on and everything. So they don't take super long if you just sit down and do it, unless you decide to size the paper, which will take forever. I have 1, 2, 3, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 signatures. Most of them are 5 pages each. Some of them are 4. Yes. By the way, I coated each of these papers. There's 52 of them, and holy smokes, that took forever, front and back. I don't even know if it's going to be mostly pencil or if it's going to be, if I'm going to go all out and do acrylic on here or what. But yeah, I'm excited. And it's a big, it's a big sketchbook. So what I'm going to do, what you're going to see me doing is I'm going to take the awl and I'm going to be poking holes in each of the signatures, hopefully in about the same spot, so that I can begin to sew the Coptic. It's going to be a Coptic stitch through the binding and through the pages, through the signatures to bind it up. All right, here we go. Hey, good morning. It's morning, and this video is taking forever to edit. All right, here we go. So I've got the awl, and I'm poking holes in these signatures. And I found that I needed to poke them pretty wide for my hemp to go through. Hemp was not easy to use as a binding material. And you guys, I spent so much time on this video editing and trying to make this so it's so easy to follow along and do this with me, but I'll be honest, after I was watching it and editing it and breaking it apart and zooming in, doing all the things for you, I just realized I'm just trying to reinvent the wheel here. There are so many other videos on how to bind properly with better angles and lighting and all this stuff. So I just fast forwarded it and put it to music so you can just enjoy watching me do it and see that it's not too difficult. It's rather easy once you get into it, and even if you mess up, it's not a big deal. You just keep going, just go for it. It's really fun, and then you know a new skill and you can make journals or sketchbooks or whatever you need. As an artist, it's great to know how to make a sketchbook. messed up with that the last signature. You need the cover too. So we're gonna do this the hard way and figure this out together. All right, so all I mean by that is the signature and the cover need to be bound at the same time. And I forgot to do that. You do that on the first one and the last one. Here it is. Measures almost 19 inches for the cover. Pages are about 18 inches. By almost 12 inches. There's the spine. The back looks the same. I don't remember. Oh, this is the front. Back looks basically the same. Everything lays flat. Yes. Check it out. Even the front page. These are nice and sturdy to draw on. Sweet. Look at that. You can see the sizing on there that I added. Couple things I don't like about this paper. Some of it I probably should have just cut. I probably just should have cut the edge off to be a clean 18 inches or something. It's just a sketchbook. NBD. Some pages I did, you can see there's a little bit darker of a size on there. And I think I added a little bit of burnt umber to this batch. All right, back to it. There we go. Definitely the worst part about this whole project was sizing the paper. I don't even know if that was worth it. Making the actual sketchbook was the easy part. Just folding, cutting, and sewing. But the sizing part took forever. Definitely took hours though. I mean, I probably watched 2 movies doing it with my wife. Ugh. Great times with her, but not fun doing the sizing part. Then you gotta let them all dry, but they do dry pretty flat. They curl if you just do one side, like the edges all curl up. But when you paint the other side, it's fine. Like they lay it very flat. Once you get to the end of the signature, there's a little bit more of a gap there. And of course, in the middle of the signature, you have the strings going through. But in between, you have none of that. Guys, look how massive this sketchbook is. I think to find a sized paper sketchbook this large, I mean, this would cost $50 maybe. maybe more, maybe like 100. I mean, this would be expensive. It was fun. Oh, so the cover here, I probably extended that 3/16 to 1/4 inch on 3 sides, 1, 2, 3, because in my experience in the past, these are, you pretty much leave flush. They sort of stay flush with the spine. I don't know if you can see it. It kind of goes in a little bit, but I don't know if that's how I made it or if they're always made that way. They always turn out kind of like that. I wanted to leave an extra little bit to protect the paper a little bit. All right, there it is. Sketchbook made, huge sketchbook. The artist's sketchbook. Bam. Thanks for watching. I hope you make one. Tell me if you make one of these. That'd be so cool. Let me know. Oh, you should see my janky setup. It's a microphone stand jammed with paper towel on a chair. That's how it goes.